Like, okay, I'm gonna put a drill battery on it. So I thought, okay, can we make this? So I drew a picture of it.
Yes.
It just
so
rolls
cool.
out. And so, yeah.
What's up, everyone? I'm here with Mr. G.
Hey, what's up?
Mr. G's workshop. Now,
Yeah, Mr. in New Jersey.
in New Jersey. If you guys listening and watching have not gone to his YouTube channel and checked that out, do that right now. Make sure to check it out. There's a ton
That
of really
and the
great
Instagram.
and Instagram.
Yeah.
There's so much good info.
We're gonna have a lot of behind the build info, how we did it, all the different stuff, because we did everything for a lower price with some practical innovation.
I love that.
Yeah.
So what we're talking about today, though, is this Kei Truck.
Yeah.
This is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So it's all done. I got to ask you, what's it like to drive?
It's so much fun. It's like a toy. That's what gave me the idea that it's kind of like a toy.
That's a pretty big battery pack you got on there, though.
Yeah, this is basically this is like it's a truck, but it's smaller. And I know that sounds obvious, but it is literally a truck. It's got 5-speed, it's got 4-wheel drive, transfer case, it's got a high-low, it's got everything you need for trucky type stuff. It's got doors that come down and you can put cargo in there. It holds, I think, 750 pounds is like the limit. Yeah, but everything's just, it's an F-150 this big. It's like Honey, I Shrunk the F-150. You know, that's an old movie. I don't know.
I know that.
Okay.
I know that movie.
Okay.
Oh yeah, come on now.
Yeah, there you go.
So let's just start here.
Yeah.
One of the really unique things about this build is that it's really apparent that it's an EV conversion.
Yeah.
That's part of the education.
Yeah, it's part of
right?
it's part of a school. So my day job is I'm a high school auto shop teacher and a metal shop teacher. I've been doing that for 20 years. I finally opened up my own shop, and I just want people to be able to learn and modify things. We can always take things apart, put it back together. Nothing's like hidden away. So in this case, this is all your 12 volt. Some people on their build, what they do is they tie into the existing 12 volt.
Okay.
This car is 25 years old. I'm not gonna touch that.
Yeah.
If it works, I'm just lucky the lights work. Okay. If it works, just leave it. Get your own 12 volt. I mean, just Amazon this thing. Get yourself a 12 volts box. Get yourself a switched and constant. Separate it with fuses, and then you could put breakers. And this way you could see what's happening. You could test probe everything. You know, that's the idea behind that.
Awesome, cool.
Yeah, plus I'm a Doc Brown fan, so like, you know, flux capacitor
Hell
in the
yeah.
clear box, you know.
So the next build is a DeLorean?
That would be cool.
Yeah, it would be
I'll
cool.
tell you what, I drove one the other day. They're really
Did you?
cool. I get the best students that come to my shop, because I also teach welding and I teach small engine mechanics. When they come in, they always are the coolest people. Anyone who wants to learn to be creative and make stuff usually is cool.
Yeah.
So they come in. So someone brought their DeLorean. I got to drive it. It was cool.
Right on.
Yeah, that would be cool. But we're thinking about doing a race car of some sort.
Oh, that gets my
Yeah,
attention.
because I think like this is cool, but it's like a show and it's like test drivey and education-y. But I really like what Arc Blast is doing,
Yeah.
where they're developing. Every year it looks better and more efficient. They're doing aero package and more efficient charging, and shout out to Arc Blast, they're awesome.
They really are. I have actually
Yeah.
had the opportunity to drive with them.
Oh, no way.
I guess I'm an official member of Team
Oh,
Arc Blast
dude.
now.
Yeah, man.
We did 25 hours at Thunderhill just a couple months ago.
Wow.
They set the new EV distance record for the season, and since then the car's already evolved. It's
Wow.
really cool.
Wow. See, yeah, this is the ultimate, because you get a lot of people, community involved, you know?
Yeah.
I want to work with people and learn from each other, and I think that's just awesome. Yeah.
Back to this truck.
Okay, yeah.
What else can you tell me about the build?
Okay, so it's got the drill battery here. Should I talk about this, or you want to talk about inside first?
Well, let's talk about this, because we gotta.
So
this
the idea
actually moves out, right?
Yeah. So the idea is it's like you had a toy and you wanted more power. So you're like, okay, I'm gonna put a drill battery on it. So I thought, okay, can we make this? So I drew a picture of it.
Yes.
It just
so
rolls
cool.
out. And so I got a friend of mine who's an artist, Dane. Shout out to Dane, EE Creations. What he does is you give him a picture and a measurement, and he will create it. This is literally foam, carved by hand, no CNC anything, And he puts the foam blocks together, and then what he does is he decides where everything's gonna go. We kind of drew it together, and we worked on it back and forth for a couple of months, and then when it came to go time, he was like, okay, it's going in foam now, so let's do this. So we put it in foam, but then I had to figure out how to mount it. So check out this mounting system, right? So this is a unistrut, okay? You might want to get in there, right? So unistrut, what it is it's usually meant for lighting. It's overhead, and you hang stuff on it.
Yeah.
It's for electrical connections and lighting and stuff like that in an industrial setting. But what I did was I bought these trolleys, and the trolleys have bearings, and it rolls so good, like this. Like I could do one finger roll, like that. It gets a little stuck right there. We're kind of on a downhill.
Sure, yeah.
But it's like that, and you just pull it back out, no problem. So unistrut, that's the move.
Innovation, I love it.
Yeah, so this is all practical innovation right here. Okay, no one's ever seen it where they rolled it on top. I was like, why don't we just use that as the roller, you know? Because I have a neighbor who, he hangs curtains to divide the air conditioning.
Yeah.
And I was like, what should I do about this? He goes, unistrut with trolleys. And I go, what's that? And he's like, look at this, you know? And he showed me. It's like, dude, this could work. I couldn't believe it. And it's tight, the tolerances are good. So anyway, I'm just going off on that because I was impressed. So I'm like, okay, let's do it. So the next thing is the batteries.
Okay.
Okay, mounting Tesla batteries, all right? I'm not gonna reinvent the wheel here, and I needed to do it cheap and fast. 1x1 square tubing, okay? That is this right here, 1x1 square tubing, acts as the shoulder. The battery has these little wings,
okay,
and they just sit down, just like Tesla does it.
Oh,
and
cool.
It just sits down, and then there's a riv nut, which is a rivet and a nut together. It just sits on there, and you can see it right there, in there, and you can see that it's sitting on that. It's a little bit yellow because of the Kapton tape.
Yep.
As a like a kind of a barrier. And then we just did sheet metal sides. These are aluminum with a white coating on them. It just happened to be the stock I had. Sure. Otherwise it would have been silver. And then we just rivet that together, and then riv nut bolts into the frame. The frame is what holds the rack, the batteries, and the board. Yeah.
It's all a tight little integrated package.
Exactly. And it's all 1x1 square tubing. It's all done on the cheap, and just practical is what I would say. The next innovation, this one you got to dig your camera in there for. Should I go to the other side?
Sure.
Yeah, okay, hold on. Sorry. Okay, so you see there's a transmission there.
Yes.
Okay, and then in front of it, you see a Hyper 9, right? But in between, okay, in between the cheese in the sandwich is two plates that they're flat plates. They have the bolt pattern for the Hyper 9 and the bolt pattern for the transmission, but it's one plate. And so what you do is you just get two of them. Now you have your three-dimensional Z, your thickness, and then you have spacers on all four sides. So it's three-dimensional, but it's not CNC made.
Wow.
Well, CNC in a way. It's laser cut flat, so it's cheap. I did it with Send Cut Send. I designed it on Onshape. And what that does is allows you to use tab and slot. So you want to get it right. So you just do tab and slot. See the little fingers that go together, little tabs?
I can see those.
And then you just weld those up.
And then it works.
Yeah. And so then you just bolt it in, and now you have an adapter plate. Because let me tell you, if you're going to build a car like this, buy whatever you can buy, okay? But they don't sell this yet. No one did this car yet. So I had to make it, right? So just use flat plate, and it's $150 versus 10 times as much, $1,500 for an adapter plate. Don't get me wrong though, you got to do all the measuring yourself. That's worth $1,500, I'll tell you.
Did you have to measure anything twice?
Oh, like 100 times. Yeah, I'm lucky. I got my friend Dane who does this. I'll call him up and say, yo, you want to come over and measure? How many people would be like, I'll be right over? Like nobody, right?
No.
I literally will sit there measuring just to make sure, and then we'll do it again just for fun. Like, I don't know what, something's wrong with me.
I love that.
Not measure twice, cut once. I measure 100 times.
100 times,
Yeah.
cut once.
Yeah.
So, what are you using to control all of this stuff? Battery management. I'm guessing the stock VCU for the Hyper 9.
Yeah. So all this is kind of a standard setup you'd see on like a Volkswagen Beetle from EV West, maybe. Your standard setup. Basically, it's a Hyper 9 from NetGain. Hunter from NetGain is awesome. Customer service, he's amazing. But this motor here has a controller that goes with it. It's an SME controller, and then the Hyper 9, they're mated already.
Okay.
So you don't have to do anything there as far as just setting it up. And then you got your chargers over there. That's just a Thunderstruck charger. It's only 2.5. And then you got your DC to DC. The DC to DC is like basically your electronic alternator.
Yeah.
And then all your high voltage connections happen in this box with your contactor and your high voltage switch. The batteries are managed by Thunderstruck BMS-C and BMS-S. I don't have a VCU or an MCU. It was just a different year. I think since then they've done an MCU that'll control a lot of this stuff.
Ah, okay.
The charger's controlled by a charge controller, EVCC. So it's all Thunderstruck.
Got it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah,
Well,
and then as far as seeing it on the dash, I think that's maybe your how do you see everything? We're in the works on that. We're gonna put a Tesla style dash where you could see everything, and we're gonna do it through CAN bus and through serial connection.
I can't wait to see what's
Yeah,
next on this.
that'll be cool. Yeah.
My last question for this before we wrap up here.
Yeah.
I noticed that this has New Jersey plates.
Oh yeah.
Is this street legal?
This is street legal, insured in New Jersey.
Street legal.
Yeah, man.
I love it.
Yeah, I didn't drive it out here, but we do a lot of test drives, so I had to make it legal.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much
Okay.
for taking the time to walk us through.
Yeah, man.
And,
awesome.
Well,
Where do I find you guys?
EVTUNERS.
All right.
That's us.
Yeah, send it.
All right.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Cool.